What up? It's your boy Big Vern. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Welcome to College Football Saturdays. We got hot takes, we got winners, losers. We also got our game of the week. We've got the 2-minute drill. We give you the top 4 games that's out there. We'll be looking at the quarterback. Also, we'll be giving you who is a hidden gem and the teams you should look out for, and many more. Welcome to College Football Saturdays here at App Stupid. Holla. It's your boy Big Vern here at App Stupid, aka The Pit. Act like you got some sense, and welcome to College Football Saturdays. We are here for as long as it takes, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to keep you all informed and entertained. Great show lined up. Georgia, are you impressed? Are they overrated? We'll talk about that, my thoughts on that, Georgia v. Clemson. We'll also talk some Louisville, how they could be one of the most dangerous teams in the ACC nobody's talking about. Then we'll go to the Big Ten. Of all the teams that played in the Big Ten, who impressed you the most? I still say Ohio State right now is one of the most scariest teams out there. And I told you on this program, Jeremiah Smith was the goods. Go back, check the record, because I'm right more times than often not. Notre Dame goes into Texas A&M. They beat them. Find out why I called that one early. And then also, that was the worst officiated game ever. These stories and many more when we come back from a quick 20. This your boy at App Stupid. Drop the spot. Yes, Subway, eat fresh, refresh. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Subway. Subway, eat fresh, refresh. So, not going to go ahead and waste any time. Let's just get after it. Georgia, you all know that I've been critical of the Georgia 500 pit crew running their own criminal Indy 500 series. However, I'm not going to go as far as to say they're overrated. Let me just stop right there. But I am sitting here, and Carson Beck, he didn't impress me. I was not impressed by Carson Beck, and I know you got to take what the defense gives you. I thought that the play calling was super conservative for the first 2 quarters of the game, because this game at the half was 6-0. This game at the half was 6-0. And it just didn't have very much to it. And I know you have the SEC faithful, the SEC wonks. They'll sit out here and say, oh, well, that's the number 1 team. And they should have been dominant, more ball dominant. It didn't register with me, especially when you have Cade Klubnik on the opposite end of the ball, and this guy goes 18 of 29, 30 throws, and 1 interception. What do you do with that? Phil Maffa, 16 touches, 59 yards. What do you do with that? Jay Haynes, he only had 1 grab for -1 yards. You have a receiver that they don't have over 80 yards. None of them. Antonio Williams, he got 6 grabs, 76 yards. And I know more people will sit out here and say, hey, look, it was just a defense that was that stifling. No, Clemson's not really that good. It was overvaluing these teams because they'll play the SEC to create the narrative that, oh, the SEC is just the best conference. Look, they're playing ranked teams and beating them. But really, what did Clemson do last year for them to be ranked over Louisville? Louisville wasn't even ranked, and they played in the ACC championship game versus Florida State. The fact that you can't get on board with Louisville even getting ranked in the top 25 made no sense to me. But we gave Clemson a shot. Dumbass Dabo and it showed. They look old, they look slow. Field goal, but after halftime, you could have made the adjustments because to what? One game was terrible. You've got guys with negative 1 yards rushing. That's disgusting. That's truly comical. Georgia only had 19 first downs for the game, and that's why I said I wasn't impressed when it came to Georgia. I'm just like, don't give me that this is the number one team heads over shoulders, because I would have saw some continuity on that side of the ball, and I just didn't see it. And I'll hear that argument. Okay, the first quarter, they were nervous. And pretty much after one or two offensive possessions, you all should have settled in and then got the game going. That wasn't the case at all. Total yards. Clemson didn't even put up 200 total yards. 142 through the air and 46 rushing yards on the ground. How are they ranked? What got them that ranking? Don't tell me guys coming back and these are the guys they're recruiting, because if you're telling me these 4 and 5 star kids that you got coming in and the best you can amass is 3 points during a game, that's not saying much. Again, you got to remember, Dabo, it's been a long time since Clemson won anything. And I'm just being real with you. The moment you came out here beating your chest saying that you wasn't going to play players, look at you now. I bet your stupid ass would pay somebody to come in there and take over now. Oh, yeah. I know you would. Don't lie to yourself. 4 and 13 on third down conversion. What are we really talking about here? Third down. That means that your defense, you all could not stay on the field. The reason that the defense surrendered 14 points in the third and fourth quarter is that they played the entire game because your offense is stagnant. It doesn't move, and you don't know what you got coming to you. Now, the big scam that they're trying to perpetrate is this 12-team playoff. And let me go ahead and get to your points here. The SEC and the Big Ten are going to put 4 teams in that 12-team playoff. That's 8 teams that are going from those 2 conferences. So there's only 4 spots up for grabs. And when I say four spots are up for grabs, that's between the Big 12. That's an independent with Notre Dame. So you might as well say it's 3 spots up for grabs, because Notre Dame is going to the playoff. So, because Notre Dame is going to the playoff, now there's 3 spots up for grabs. The ACC is not going to get 2 teams into that playoff. It's not possible. The Big 12 will get a representative. The ACC will get a representative. And then they may have one of the best of the FCS schools. That will round out that playoff. That's the harsh reality. And Clemson, they don't have a lot on their schedule. The only game they have on their schedule is Louisville. So you need Louisville to be really good, because Duke is not going to the championship game, nor is North Carolina. And I don't know how you get around playing teams in your conference. I think everybody should play everybody, but certain years, certain teams play this team and not that team, and I get it. Clemson doesn't look better than Miami. They damn sure don't look better than U of L. They don't look better than Georgia Tech. But that's what you're looking at. And then the whole debacle about, oh, it's the teams that are much more deserving. Granted, you all didn't have a lot of penalties. You only had 3 penalties during the game. But at what point, really, 3 penalties, 15 yards, you can hang your hat on that. You held on to the ball for 27 minutes and 18 seconds. 27 minutes and 18 seconds, and all you came around with that was 3 freaking points. Like I say, not going to hold you. Looking at Carson Beck, I didn't think that I thought that he came alive in the second quarter when the defense for Clemson was tired. I thought that Carson came alive then. That 23-33, that's a massage. That's a mirage, because he absolutely did nothing in the first half of that game. On the ground, it's still respectable when you sit here and you look at Nate Frazier. Nate, he had an awesome game. Not going to take anything from him. 11 grabs, 11 touches, 83 yards and a score. Not to take anything from him. And then also in Cash Jones, he only had a grab, but it was 15 yards and a score. And even back, three rushes for 19 yards. Again, not a bad day. The highest Georgia receiver was Humphreys. Humphreys had 2 receptions, 63 yards and a score, and then majority of the balls found their way to Mr. Arian Smith. He had five grabs for 56 yards, no scores. And that's the game. That's the game. I don't know where you go from this. If you're Georgia, you're getting ready to play Tennessee Tech, which is shameful that game is scheduled, but that's just how the ball bounces. Clemson, you have to play Appalachia State. Hopefully that works out. I don't know. But after seeing what Georgia looked like with a struggling Clemson, this game should have been a lot bigger than just 34-3. This game should have been a lot better than just 34-3. For the build-up, for everything that was going on, this didn't live up to expectations. I don't know. Good folks of Athens, let me know. Is Georgia Tech the goods? Well, not Georgia Tech, Georgia. We'll be back. This is Big Vern at App Studio.